Have you noticed how the Big Bang Theory can turn the smallest problem into absolute chaos? Well, this latest episode does exactly that, and somehow makes it even funnier than before. The episode starts off completely normal. Leonard just wants one peaceful day. That's it. No drama, no experiments exploding, no Sheldon creating another ridiculous rule for the apartment. But obviously, the universe never allows Leonard to be happy for more than 5 minutes because Sheldon walks in with that classic, I have an important announcement face. And the moment he says that, everybody already knows their day is ruined. This time, Sheldon becomes obsessed with proving that he's the most efficient human being in the friend group. Not smartest, efficient, which honestly sounds harmless at first until he starts timing everyone's daily routines like he's running a scientific experiment. He literally calculates how many seconds Leonard wastes brushing his teeth. Who even does that? And the funniest part is that Sheldon genuinely believes he's helping everyone improve their lives. Meanwhile, Leonard looks one argument away from moving to another planet. Penny immediately calls the whole thing ridiculous, and you can already tell she's about to destroy Sheldon with sarcasm for the next 20 minutes. That's one thing this show always gets right. The chemistry between the characters still feels natural, even after so many seasons. The jokes don't feel forced because every reaction fits the personality perfectly. Howard, of course, decides to make the situation worse instead of helping. The second Sheldon starts acting like a human efficiency machine, Howard turns it into a competition. Suddenly, he's walking around the apartment trying to beat Sheldon's timings for everything, making coffee, opening doors, sitting on the couch. It becomes so stupid that it circles back to being hilarious. Raj joins in too, but instead of competing, he gets emotionally attached to the challenge for absolutely no reason. At one point, he acts like losing the competition will destroy his self-confidence forever. Classic Raj behavior. Meanwhile, Bernadette watches the whole thing like she's observing children in a daycare center. And honestly, she might be the scariest person in the group because she barely raises her voice and still terrifies everyone. But the real highlight of the episode is Sheldon and Penny, because Penny refuses to take any of Sheldon's efficiency rules seriously. She purposely slows everything down just to annoy him. She eats chips loudly while he's trying to concentrate. She interrupts his calculations. She even changes the apartment routine just to watch Sheldon panic. And seeing Sheldon slowly lose control is comedy gold. There's one scene where Sheldon creates an actual chart explaining the optimal walking paths inside the apartment so nobody wastes movement energy. A chart for walking to the kitchen, and Penny completely ignores it within 2 seconds. The look on Sheldon's face in that moment honestly deserves an award.
What makes the episode work so well is that the comedy feels realistic in the weirdest way possible. Every friend group has that one person who becomes obsessed with something random and drags everybody else into the chaos. That's basically the entire plot here. Even Amy tries to support Sheldon at first, but halfway through the episode she realizes he's taking things way too seriously. And when Amy starts thinking you are being dramatic, you know you've gone too far. The middle part of the episode gets even crazier when Sheldon decides to hold an official efficiency evaluation night. Yes, he actually creates scorecards for everyone. Leonard is tired, Penny is annoyed. Howard treats it like a game show. Raj is emotionally unstable as usual. And somehow Sheldon still thinks this is a great idea. There's this amazing scene where everybody starts arguing over tiny things like who wastes the most time talking, who eats too slowly, and who causes the most distractions in the apartment. And naturally, every single person blames Sheldon. But instead of accepting it, Sheldon somehow turns the argument into proof that he's the most productive person there. The confidence is unbelievable. That's why Sheldon works as a character. In real life, he would probably drive everyone insane, but inside the show, his complete lack of self-awareness becomes hilarious. And honestly, Jim Parsons still plays Sheldon perfectly. The facial expressions, the timing, the delivery, everything still feels iconic. Another thing I liked about this episode is that it doesn't try too hard to become emotional or dramatic. Some modern sitcoms forget that comedy alone can carry an episode. But Big Bang Theory understands its strength. Simple setup, strong character interactions, chaotic energy, perfect timing. That's all it needs. The final act is probably the funniest part because Sheldon's entire efficiency system completely collapses. Why? Because he spends so much time trying to optimize everybody else's lives that he accidentally ruins his own schedule. He misses an important event, loses track of time, and ends up causing the exact chaos he wanted to prevent. And the entire group just stares at him like, "Congratulations, you played yourself." Even Sheldon can't argue back properly because for once, everyone else is right. The ending scene perfectly captures why this show became so popular in the first place. After all the fighting, arguing, sarcasm, and chaos, the group still ends up sitting together eating dinner like nothing happened. No dramatic apology, no emotional speech, just friends being weird together. That's peak Big Bang Theory. Overall, this episode feels like classic comfort comedy. It's funny without trying too hard, every character gets good moments, and the pacing never feels boring. Sheldon carries most of the episode, but Penny absolutely steals several scenes with her reactions alone. Howard and Raj bring the chaotic energy, Leonard suffers like always, and Amy and Bernadette balance the madness perfectly. Easy 9 out of 10 episode. Funny, chaotic, relatable, and exactly the kind of sitcom energy people miss today. And honestly, if Sheldon ever starts timing your daily routine,